we have the roll call, please?
Mr. Banta.
Here.
Ms. Dingle.
Here.
Mr. Schuster.
Here.
Mr. Bitterman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mr. Kosky.
Yes.
And Mr. Wolf.
Here.
Thank you. And President Fish. And myself.
Okay, council having the agenda before them. Like a motion to approve the agenda with the question of the right amount.
Rich, I'd like to add to the agenda if I can.
Okay.
I really don't know if it'd be old or new business, but what it's about is that I was just reading an article about police chief in the newspaper that was selling guns that were owned by the police department and he wasn't supposed to. And what I'd like to know, back when we closed down the police department with a court order, would we have 28 guns? I'm just curious how many guns we had, if we still have those guns, if they've been sold. And the other question I'd like to ask is if, I believe we gave the police, I won't say we, but the council, was it this year when they approved a motion to give the control of the police department all over to the police chief without any council consent? Was that this year?
I do believe so.
Okay. But my question is just the gun issue more than anything.
Okay, I'm gonna put that in our new business.
New business, okay,
Got a little information, not much.
okay. Yes. No, no.
Okay, can I get a motion to approve the agenda with the addition of the gun?
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda for September 13th.
Second.
Okay, well, the minutes from the August 9th, 2016.
Rich, was there a motion with a second on the floor?
Oh, I'm sorry. All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carried. Okay, August 9th, 2016, meeting opened at 7:04 p.m. Roll call, Banna, Dingle, Kosky, Wolf, President Fish, Clerk Ball, absent, Bitterman, Schuster. Motion made by Kosky, seconded by Dingle to approve agenda for this meeting with additions. Motion carried. Motion made by Dingle, seconded by Banna to accept minutes with corrections. Carried. Motion made by Dingle, seconded by Kosky to accept the treasurer's report. Kosky asked to vote for 31154 that has been in the police forfeiture for several years, and could it be spent by the village? He requests that President Fish investigate what the requirements are for spending the 31154 so that the village can use these funds. Motion carried. Kosky stated that he and Bitterman drove around the village and counted the residents they thought had trash pickup. The village is paying for 118 homes and they are picking up 128. Kosky said that's the best we can do, and it's best we do not discuss this. It was agreed that we will table the
What's the agenda you?
the REUs until next month. The kids that are using the park and all the trouble that has been happening has subsided. There was a mention of a resident thanking Kenny for all the hard work he is still doing. A motion made by Dingo, seconded by Kosky to pay bills. Motion carried. Motion made by Kosky, seconded by Wolf to adjourn. Motion carried. Meeting adjourned at 7:29 p.m. Cheryl Ball, clerk.
I make a motion that we accept the minutes.
I'll second it. Any discussion? corrections. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Treasurer's report?
Treasurer, please.
September 13, 2016, Treasurer's report, balance as of 8/31/16, Village of Oakley. All funds held at Community State Bank, checking accounts. General Fund, $11,742.56. Bank statements not available. Local Street, $2,661.52. Major Street, $54,749.38. Operation and Maintenance Sewer, $24,659.15. Savings per bank statements. Wastewater Special Assessment, $114,050.03. Police forfeiture, $311.55. Short-lived asset reserve, $24,838.57. Operation and maintenance long-term assets, $2,003.11. Operation and maintenance short-term asset, $4,006.19. Petty cash, $1,057.03. Certificate of deposits, general fund, matures April 25th, 16, $12,831. 66 renews automatically. Major streets, matures April 25th, 2016, $19,228.30 renews automatically. Local streets, matures August 20th, 2016, $2,146.23. Wastewater special assessments, matures 3/17/16, $60,397.21 renews automatically. Memo, deposited in general fund for police fund this fiscal year, $10,250.
Okay, motion to accept the treasury report.
Make a motion to accept the treasury report.
I second it.
Discussion?
Rich, on the local street certificate of deposit, August 20th, 2016, that one is just sitting there right now, that 2146.23.
I believe all the community state banks are automatically those, yeah.
That's what you tell me that.
Yeah, I don't think she said just ever typed it in there.
Okay.
All right. Motion is second. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Okay, do we have any guest speakers that are comment on the current agenda? Old business? I do have an old business issue, and in reverse back, kind of goes to the REU thing as well. We haven't been able to get anywhere with USDA, is the one that handles the bond issue out there, and I forget her name, but everybody's on vacation there, sort of guy. And we got our own issues as far as getting reports and things like that that we need to take before we discuss the matter any further, but we really haven't got anywhere on it, in all honesty.
Well, the other problem you're gonna have is it's an election year, you're gonna have people changing the signs on the doors too.
I know.
So it's kind of bad timing all the way around.
Yeah.
I mean, we know what we want, want to discuss about it. I do agree with you. We went through this when we were putting a sewer in, remember when Winkler was governor and then Granholm showed up, and everything got thrown out the door.
Exactly.
That could happen with us again.
It's not uncommon.
Yep.
I just wanted to bring it up that it's not like it's a forgotten issue. Okay, new business. Unfortunately, I have received a letter of resignation from Kathy Dudek, effective October 31st.
October 31st?
Or so,
I don't know.
yeah. You bring it up to me.
I thought it was end of September, or something, I'm not sure.
Well, that's what she said, but the letter, unless she just typed it 10/31 or 10/30. So we are in need of a new treasurer. sure how council wants to deal with that issue. What I have done is contacted several accounting type of firms that are employ people that can do that kind of work. Right now, I do have a lady lined up, and if we get in a bind that we can call in, whether it's temporary or not. She hasn't committed to it yet. She's going to talk to Kathy about how much it entails. We are probably the lowest paid treasurer's office in the entire county. Again, I don't know how to proceed with that. I'll be meeting with her tomorrow, and I may have to call a special meeting to deal with that, because we do have to have a treasurer in order to sign checks, and legality's involved in that.
So we got 2 weeks to come up with a treasurer, or we got 6 weeks?
I think we can technically do it at the end of,
Would you
well, before the next meeting. It actually be the end of this month. Really 2 weeks to find somebody.
Okay, because you're not sure if it's September or October for the rest.
Yeah, what she said and what the letter said, I'm 99% sure that she wrote 10 on there. The 30th is what I think, 30th would be September 30th, and then October 31st would be the end, but she didn't put up, I'm sure it says 10/30. I could be wrong. And again, I'm gonna meet with her tomorrow. I know several people that are treasurers right now around the county. And in fact, we had one here before that was into a county, and we do have to have somebody qualified to do that. And again, I don't know the legal issues about that, how that works, because again, we have to have a treasurer and a clerk to handle.
Check signing?
Yeah. So again, I may have to call a meeting for that purpose.
Should we put an ad in the paper?
Well, that was the other thing that we do definitely want to, advertise that.
See, technically, you could have a write-in also, put you on the election in November.
It's not an elected position.
That could be changed by council though.
Yeah, by the time we pass the ordinance, 45 days would be,
Well, you don't turn around and have anybody sworn in until December.
No, November.
November's the election.
November 8th, but they have to be sworn in by like the 21st or something.
I was
like that.
sworn in on December 12th.
Well, you were sworn in, but it's supposed to be November 21st.
Because they got certified votes first.
Because we used to do it, remember,
Ours this year is
at the December meeting.
November 20th is the beginning. Like my term would end on the 20th,
Mhm.
20th. So the 21st is,
Let's bear in mind just exactly how in detailed and how much, Kathy is an accountant, she's been an accountant for her entire life. She has taken this from paper to, anybody that steps in her shoes, good luck, but it's with government regulations and rules, both these positions have blown to the extreme. It's no longer,
We're seriously probably gonna have to think about paying more money, is what we're seriously gonna have to think about.
I wouldn't be surprised if we had that issue come up because of the necessary qualifications.
It's not just like, Mrs. Jones on the corner can be the treasurer anymore.
Yeah.
It's gotta be something.
In talking with the other treasurers, and it doesn't matter whether it's the village or even the church treasurers, they can't serve as treasurer on two different boards because their name has to be on the checking account.
Oh,
I didn't know that. In fact, Bob Burns offered to help us out until we can get somebody. He can because he's on another board. But his wife Audrey has suggested that she might be interested until we can get somebody or possibly that position. And again, I don't know yet tomorrow. The village office will be open from 9 to 5 tomorrow for tax purposes. Given the number of people that have called to ask about when we can be there, and tomorrow being the deadline, it seems like I think we're going to have a good turnout as far as that goes.
I was surprised. I called the clerk's office today for a question, and I was questioning the possibility of, you know, if a person wanted to go ahead and pay their property taxes at the clerk's office with a credit card, technically speaking, your taxes are not delinquent until March of 2017. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
They could charge you penalties and late fees, but you have till 2017 to actually pay anything in arrears. I was a little surprised with that.
Yeah, no, and speaking of that credit card deal, there's a lot, in the restaurant business, there's a lot of fees attached to that credit card stuff. But it would, I think it would be a nice option,
Oh, I do too.
you know, because so many people use credit or debit card.
Yeah. See, the problem you run into within our businesses, we take Visa, MasterCard, and Discover. And the reason for that is because, you know, you're paying less to have that card run through your business. Now, American Express is 5%. They charge the business owner.
Yeah.
So that would be one that you really want to take off consideration.
We're gonna shop around for that too.
Well, they all charge.
Yeah, cause I know at work, ours is 3%.
See, it's based upon your volume of
But then
sales you
again,
run through it.
Yeah, those people are shifty. I always take what I did at the end of the year, I switch a lot of times. I took not only the percentages they get, the discounts they get, but the bank fees they charge, the statement, and everybody has a different way of doing it. And I just add the whole thing up and figure out how much it costs, and there's my bottom line percentage. Because again, I can get,
Well, each card is a different percentage.
and you got your, two back cash rewards or whatever, all the gimmicks they got going for cards. But my
Technically, we are a business, that might be something to consider because you already have the internet setting.
yeah, there are municipalities that do that now, and I'm not sure how they do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of requirements for it.
I don't know if there would be or not.
well, you're still talking about more responsibility placed on the
Again,
treasurer.
yeah, going back to treasurer.
Because I'm telling you what, it's not,
That credit card.
Stop it once in a while,
That's
John.
automatically put right in the bank though, that's
Yeah.
the big difference.
but they have to run reports, they have to make sure that the money's
You get the
deposited
report every night, it's automatic through your
every
machine.
night. Is she there every night? You know,
No, it comes right off your machine, you grab it.
right, I understand that because I've dealt with that too, but again, I mean, I don't think anybody knows the responsibility that lays with a lot of these positions. It's not just your regular old, you
Well,
know,
your credit
anybody
card
can do it
machine is
anymore.
not a major
More and more, and you're not
problem.
paying anything, so
That's not a babysitting job.
still more responsibility.
Again, at this point, I feel it's probably gonna come to a special meeting to deal with that issue. We do have to have a treasurer.
Well, let me ask you this, I know this ain't on the agenda, and Rich can sit here and vouch for me on this, when it came to special meetings years ago, we never got paid extra for special meetings, and I notice when I come back on the council, you're getting paid for all your special meetings. And if you wanna turn around and add extra money to a treasurer, I think that's something council ought to take into consideration, to stop paying council members for special meetings. It's my personal opinion, that you guys apparently, you know, while I was off for a couple of years, you must have added it to your business. And it's still your business, whether you want to get paid or not paid. But it's not like we're driving miles and miles to get here either. And we don't have, 4 or 5 special meetings a year maybe? Yeah. But I mean, I just take that into consideration as, you know, payment toward the treasurer if we have to consider.
And again, and if anybody's got any questions or suggestions on that issue, you know, I'd really appreciate it. Again, I'm working on a short time period. Kathy's mentioned a couple times she was gonna retire, you know, and Kenny's retired now, how many times, I mean, you know, but it didn't come through, and then now she's, I imagine she was retired from her other job just recently, from my understanding.
She's going to, yeah.
She's going.
And when she came back, remember, she told us this is not,
Yeah,
this is short term.
Yeah.
She's always said that.
And she said a little,
I just don't want anybody to be surprised by the fact that we're out to a meeting for that. But again, we have to have somebody put on that account to sign a check, so.
Yep.
All right. Any other new business that you want to bring up?
I did wanna mention that, the Board of Elections has been in touch, and, they're gonna keep a tight watch on the election.
What would change?
They're just gonna make sure that absentee ballots and stuff are on the up and up.
In other words, they're gonna do their job.
Right.
Yeah, that is a surprise.
No, but I didn't say
Yeah.
this, just do their job. I don't understand why they have to make a special point to say that.
Okay. Motion to pay the bills.
Rich, were we gonna discuss the gun?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, the reason I brought it up, basically, here's what I read tonight, and it was actually Saturday's paper. And what it was about was a police chief someplace down one of the southern states had turned around and they had a gun apparently they weren't using. He sold it. Apparently that's illegal, which I guess it's illegal because he did not have some sort of a firearms retail license or something, I don't know. So I guess what my question was, as I was reading that, is that I know that we turned around at one time, we had 12 medical certified officers. We had approximately, I'm going just by memory, and you can help me if you want, but I believe when the state police turned around and done inventory and took the guns from the police department officers, I want to say either 28 or 32 guns.
I'm
Somewhere in that
Yeah,
ballpark.
yeah.
Well, I guess what my question is that the authority to sell those guns is not in the hands of the police chief, because apparently the federal government got involved on this situation, and it's up to the government, meaning their council, to authorize the sales of those, and I guess it must have to go through some sort of a authorized gun salesperson, say like, you know, what Jerry Richmond was with his own program and stuff out there. So, do we still have every one of those 28 or 32 guns is my question. And if we don't, how were they sold? And was the money ever, you know, brought back into the council to see that income? Who authorized the sales of those guns if it did happen? I guess that's my question. And I'm not pointing fingers, I'm just going off a story I read tonight, that basically a police chief, which this man was, has no legal authority to sell guns. Zero.
Well, that's like art, it's an art, or early, doesn't he sell arms? He sells guns.
Well, that's why I was gonna mention, the last gun that I know that we sold was our early guns, 8, 9 years.
Right, well, but I'm going back 3 years ago when the police department got shut down. We had those guns that were accounted for,
Yeah,
and do we still have them? And if we don't,
yeah, I can check our inventory.
if you would,
Yeah,
you know, because all those numbers were there through the state police post out of Freeland, or, you know, someplace up that direction. I don't know exactly where, but I'm just saying, if we don't have all those guns, and if, you know, say the police chief sold them without going through a federal license, could we be in the same boat as what that police chief was? That's all I'm saying. And I'd like to know, are we or aren't we? Prove to me that we still have those guns.
Oh, I
Does
know
that
we
make
never
sense?
brought any money in for him, I can tell you that, and you would.
What's
I
that?
mean, we've never brought any money in for him.
Okay.
And you would have known that, but I can tell you that much, I have never seen any checks come in that,
For sale.
absolutely not. I mean, that's something you guys
I think our early was the
should
last
be
one, he
aware
was
of.
the dealer too, so.
Right, but what I'm saying is, I'm talking in the last 3 years.
Right,
And that's why I brought up the question earlier about giving all the authority of the police department to the police chief without nothing coming through this council any longer. You know, prior to you guys doing that, if those guns are no longer in our hands as a government, I would say we have problems,
yeah.
from what I read tonight.
The other issue
And
that
those guns were all taken care of by the state police, all the numbers were there, so those guns should all be 100% accounted for us to be safe.
right,
That's all I'm saying.
yeah. Now, one other little thing I can throw in that I do know as a fact, it's the guns that we did get brought in to the department, came from the state police department, They have to, we have to maintain them or keep them in our possession at least 5 years before we can, if we were to sell them. I mean, not that we would, but they have to be maintained in our possession for 5 years.
Yeah. Well, I think that what I would ask you, Rich, is if you could by the next meeting, get with the police chief and certify that all those guns are still in our possession. That way we don't have a question.
Yeah, I'll be in the office all day tomorrow, so I'll give him a call.
Okay. I mean, after reading that and reading that it was a federal offense, I mean, that's pretty serious that we could sell one gun like he did. We're all in trouble.
We don't even sell, I mean, we talked about the other day selling like any equipment, and we said, no, we couldn't, so I wouldn't think like, I agree with you, why guns wouldn't be sold, that's
Well, I'm just asking.
big.
I just want to bring council's attention that, I didn't see that, so. If you could still prove that we have in possession all 28 or 32 guns, I'm happy with that.
All right.
If not, don't call the feds.
Only day or 15.
Don't call the feds, that's funny.
All right, can I get a motion to pay the bills?
Make a motion, pay bills.
I'll second
Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
it. Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Okay, any public comment, anybody want to say anything, ask anything? Yes, Kathy. Oh, Kathy?
I wonder about the treasurer. Does the treasurer have to live in Saginaw County?
No, we used to have an elected position, we made it a paid position.
Right.
No, as far as, there's no requirements other than to be capable of doing
Doing
it.
the job.
Yeah.
Okay, I was just curious.
In ordinance when Kathy started, because she didn't live here, that's why we had to do it.
Oh.
We tried to do the clerk at the same time, but I said no. So,
Okay.
you can do that for the clerk too. I do have one thing.
Okay.
The dumpster is not only an eyesore, but an abused area. I can't even put garbage from the hall here anymore. People are emptying their houses, they're gutting deer and throwing in there. You see all the tires that are out there. That dirt mound is hiding a little bit of it, but that's an unsightly area, and it's just really, I mean, and my opinion is I'd rather have this stuff in the dumpster than out in the road. So, and we all pay for that dumpster, so it should be village stuff going into that dumpster. I agree with that, but there's a limit. We all have garbage, we all pay for it. And I think there's a few out there that, you know, are dumping illegally.
I find a lot of construction stuff in there, and
Yes, tires, really.
And the tires is, the guys.
That's our responsibility now, yeah.
We got stuck with
Because
So,
if you put a sign up,
I
would
tried
anybody
that.
listen to it?
that.
no,
You know, when
So
before
what
we
can
had
you do,
this-
lock it?
put a fence
Not
around it.
really, I mean,
Not a hole in that
Put
log
that-
house and put a garage door on it. I know, I'm just saying that, if you, I mean, it's there to be used, not abused,
Right.
I guess.
we
And
just, local, rental unit got moved, and
that happens all the time.
it looks like they put everything they owned in there, but.
It sounds really nice glass bowls in there. Yes, I'm not kidding,
It's our dumpster dive.
And we do have,
right there.
we do have our scrappers, though, they've been really good about. taking
Yes, I
metal.
saw them the
I
other
mean,
day.
that's really helped, because it's nothing to have it 3-4 foot over the dumpster.
I know when it was over by Doug's, it was always, you couldn't believe what people would put in
And
there.
you try to do something nice, and it backfired every time here.
But if it's the entire villages, you can't really lock it, can you?
No.
No, that's the problem.
Well,
That's-
it is, we all pay garbage,
Right.
right?
Right.
That really is for the village, no, the village department,
Okay.
DPW,
Yeah, yeah.
dump,
Right.
this, that's really what that is designed for.
Mhm.
But again, I don't wanna tell nobody, no, you can't dump there, because they pay taxes too,
Right.
but again, use, don't abuse, that, I guess that would just be my word to pass. If you see anybody abusing, runway, I guess.
I've been, Cheryl, I've been down there 3 times because it was brought up before. And what I seen was they're just filling the front of it and the back part of it is empty.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you usually.
I didn't go down there I haven't been down there.
Yeah, I mean,
this week.
I've been
This is
telling
about
Rich
one
for the
month.
past couple of months, it's just, no,
We had so much stuff stacked on the head.
I didn't throw the garbage on top. yeah.
And it seems like the only time it happens
Rather
is
there
when
than in
we
the
we have
ground.
a bunch of garbage here,
Well, plus,
we'll take it over there.
even if it's village people
Before I
using
use
it,
the restaurant.
is better than if
Sure,
it's
because-
out of village.
But we have garbage pickup, that's what I don't get. You know, put it out by your road for free, you know how many people come take it? But it's unsightly.
It's a rental, so it is.
Well, and it's people that don't even live in town too, I witnessed that many times too. But anyways,
Okay. Anyone else have any comments?
My only question was about the taxes, I was already in.
Oh, yeah, 9 to 5 tomorrow.
I put it up on the big sign.
And somebody went to this morning thinking it was Wednesday.
Even though he was told,
I was told.
I mean, 9 to 5 is cool, but what about people that work? You know?
you can pay them anytime. I mean, Kathy's there and available. I've gotten so many calls myself. You know, you can mail them.
Yeah,
I
I
was
know.
wrong mail them, but yeah. And I know.
Well, I
get
had to
it,
mail it
but-
because I work 9 to 5.
Yeah, so do I. But, you know
So there
what?
you are.
Well,
You know,
then
maybe
mail
they
it.
have a morning one and an evening one or something.
That's Kathy's call,
Yeah, I
I guess,
gotcha.
but yeah.
Maybe the new treasurer, we can talk into that.
Good luck.
Well, I mean, I think it's very commendable
What-
for
what-
taking her time off to do this. She's taking time off her actual job.
Right.
You know, and really, so we're a small community. You can't expect everything. So be thankful for what we've got, I guess, but I do get what you're saying. It's like the post office, can't get stamps there either, or the bank, so I'd like to quit the
I
job.
can't even remember that.
All right.
Would you like a motion to adjourn?
That would be nice.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.